Hello, that's me again. It's Artur, lecture number 2 of running a game business with focusing on pitch deck and delivery. This particular part of the blog will be focused on methods for engaging speeches. So, as we discussed before, fundraising is the science, but today we will be focusing on fundraising as the story, because you will have the perfect structure, you will have all the slides, but some pitch decks are more interesting, and some pitch decks are catching. And I want your pitch deck to be catchy as well. I want you to win when you will be compared to your peers. How to do it? That's the focus of this lecture. And what I focused on is basically a story, a value, a content, a narrative, and visuals. I will explain everything, so let's start one by one. For me, value, and the value is inside of the story. For me, the value is a formula. What do I mean by the formula? I mean a simplification of the world, which hopefully will help you. The value for investor to whom you're pitching to is the information which has a simple format, relevant data for them, and then it's simple. Let's go one by one, and hopefully in the end you will use it and you will find it useful for you. The value, which is in the middle, is really hard to deliver, and as the investor, it's really hard to find, especially when you're looking at the pitch deck and it's not clear. Let's make it clear. Let's start from the content and structure, which you can see on your left. We already discussed the structure in the previous lecture. Please have a look if you haven't. So let's focus on the content now. What is content? Content is basically what you deliver, what you share as the information, but it's defined by target audience, so it should be personalized. And any target audience would be quite similar, but let's use your target audience being an investor in this particular use case. What do investors need to know? So they don't know nothing about your startup. They need to understand who you are, and that's why I used the perfect pitch, ideal pitch structure in the last lecture. What do I want? What do you want them to feel? They need to feel that it's urgent. Why now is one and only opportunity. They need to believe in yourself as the founder, which we will work on later. And then number 3 is, what should investors do next? You should ask for money, you should share your content, and that's quite simple. Let's go forward. Quick reminder, content for your ideal pitch deck and the templates are in the previous lecture. So go, have a look, use it, and then with that, and I would be sure that you had a look and you actually know all of this, I can move forward. Moving forward to the narrative. So you have the structure, you have the content, which is personalized for the investor, and now you should package it. What I think is the most important is narrative. When you have situation, complication, question, and resolution. It's how they do it in movies. Let's do the same, because people are still people, we like stories. And the decision making is usually not only the science, but emotions as well. So let's focus on the narrative, and let's start from the situation. So as we discussed in the structure and in the content, what is the problem that you're solving? Or what is the gameplay and the art that you want to present? And it should be important. It should be big. It should be really meaningful. And then if it's meaningful and it's big and numbers can prove it, then of course you have complication, competitors, and you've shown that actually some of them are big and some of them fundraise a lot of money. Some of them have huge clients, and investors thinking, oh, should I even think about it moving forward? And then of course the question you're asking, or you're trying to put investor in the situation when this investor will ask a question. And why now? Why should I invest now? And your why now slide will show it. So actually you have unique gameplay, or you have unique solution of this problem. And you have what? Of course you have resolution. You have a cool team, you have USP, unique selling point, or unique gameplay. You have traction. So you're showing that actually your solution is working. And that's a really simple narrative framework, but based on my experience, it actually works. So I would highly recommend just to use it and just look at your pitch deck that you have, and now try to focus only on the narrative. And if you see and if you feel some gaps in the content as well, you feel that the content is general, it needs to be even more personalized. People need to feel something and to understand what to do next. And then the narrative will work even better if the content is personalized and not general. So have a look at your pitch deck now with everything that I said, and maybe even take a pause and come back to this lecture. Or if you want to continue, it's just a few minutes left, we can continue. By continuing, let's remember that we discussed content, structure, narrative, and now, last but not least, visuals. In my opinion, visuals are overrated. What I mean by that is that it's really a gamble trying to guess and find the personal taste of investor, your team, yourself, trying to find this personal taste and to deliver an amazing visuals in your deck. I would recommend, based on my experience, to keep it simple. You have a logo of your gaming startup, or you need to have a logo, so it would be personal. Then, based on this logo, you have two main colors. Based on my example, it's blue and white. You can use these colors in AI pitch deck generators or by using an old school designer, and then you can use an AI tool like Mindjourney, and you have your deck. You have all the images, pictures, colors, and design. That's it. For me, that's the end. Let's keep it simple. And you are equipped. So you have all the essentials, all the templates, structure. You have then the packaging. You have content, you have narrative, you have visuals. You're fully equipped. You have the firepower to go to deliver your pitch. But before delivering your pitch, we actually prepared 2 more lectures for you on how to deliver a great pitch, on focusing on the mechanics, on the body, on the minds of you as the game founder. So see you in a bit. Maybe take a small break, maybe continue today or tomorrow, and good luck. See you soon.